Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. Please forgive the slight husky tones that I'm coming to you with today because I'm normally that person who is smugly never ill, but as I think I mentioned, I was in Italy a couple of weeks ago and I think I caught something on the plane, and then last week I didn't rest, and now this week I'm paying for it. My husband was right. It's a matter of great current strife in our marriage. But grab yourself a lovely cup of something cozy. I wish this was tea. This is Lidl's equivalent to Lemsip, and I'm hoping that it does the trick, but grab yourself something nice. And today we're going to be doing a really cozy, good old school kind of empties and favorites video. I wasn't actually planning on filming this week, but two reasons. Number one, the thought of putting on and taking off multiple outfits is just, I know that sounds ridiculous, but I'm like, no. And then the other was that I have completely run out of space on the shelf of the cupboard that I keep all of my empties in, and therefore this video was somewhat forced upon us both. Okay, so first up, I have some empties of a favorite and also kind of what I've replaced it with, but also a favorite. These really surprised me. These are the Garnier Ultimate Blends Papaya Hair Food, their shampoo and their conditioner. These are not, curly hair specific in any way. I really, really enjoyed these. I just saw they had them in Lidl one week and I was like, all right, let's give it a go. And I really, really enjoyed them. They smell divine. They are a little bit pricier than I would expect a Garnier shampoo and conditioner, but maybe they've upped the formula, whatever. They were really, really good. So fair enough. But yeah, these were absolutely beautiful. So they leave your hair so soft. So if that is something you're looking for, give these a go. It is worth saying that with any of these hair care products, I have very, very thick hair, both in amount and also in individual hairs. My hair can be quite coarse, so it can take a lot of moisturization and it needs it. I put hair oil in my hair every single night, to put that into context, and I wake up the next morning not greasy at all. So worth saying at the start of this video, and very relevant to this. Now this is the TG Bedhead Curls Rock Hydrating Shampoo. I have the conditioner of this. I have already bought the second, set of these. This is the most moisturizing, hydrating shampoo I have ever used. After just using the shampoo, I could brush through my hair quite happily. It's that hydrating. So if you are somebody like me and you struggle with kind of dry frizz, if that makes sense, give this a go. I do think that I need to buy a clarifying shampoo. I don't have one of those at the moment. If anybody has a good suggestion for one, please leave it in the comments below, because to be honest, I'm slightly confused about what a clarifying shampoo is and how it's different, but I kind of feel like we might be getting to the point where my hair needs a kind of a reset, just because when I washed and styled it this time, so 2 days ago, this is day 3, I just felt like my hair was a tiny bit heavy, and that's the first time I felt that. But like I say, so moisturizing, absolutely gorgeous, and ridiculously affordable for how good it is. This is another shampoo that I've really enjoyed. I think I spoke about this actually in my last empties or favorites video, or maybe this was my curly hair, whatever. Anyway, this is the Lucetta Rosemary Mint Complex Strengthening Shampoo. I got this from TK Maxx. Love going to TK Maxx for any kind of skincare, hair care, anything. It's amazing. Really, really enjoyed this. Like the fact that it was in a pump. I do prefer this because this is more moisturizing. But if you would find something like this too much, this is lovely. And it also smelled delicious, which is always a win. Best gel ever. This is my second one. My third one is currently in the shower. Again, this is TG. I'm just really, really enjoying their products since I've been wearing my hair curly. They just seem to work really, really well for me. And this is their Curls Rock Amplifier for definition and separation. Again, super, super hydrating. I think there's sort of oils within the gel. So again, if you have fine or thin hair, don't touch this. Do not go near this. You will not enjoy this. But if you have thick hair, it's absolutely divine. I love it. I love the fact it does give you a cast on your hair that you then have to scrunch out, but it's not too intense. And I just love the way this works on my hair, but you can only use it on wash day. This is not a refresh gel situation. But it is beautiful, and I have very, very much enjoyed it. This one, I still have a tiny bit left, so I thought I'd chuck it in this video. This is the Too Chic Ultra Moist Dual Action Protective Leave-In Spray. And this is by Giovanni Eco Chic Haircut. Why? I mean, that's just too many names. Anyway, I do really, really enjoy this. Now, I have not repurchased this. I actually have another empty, which I forgot about, but I have replaced it just with sort of regular heat protection sprays rather than an also moisturizing one, because my hair wash routine and then my gel is so moisturizing when it comes to just the heat protection side of things, because I do diffuse my hair when I wash it. This was just a bit too much. But if you have finer hair and you don't want to use all of those moisturizing products, this could be a good way of adding in a little bit. I know a few people really, really enjoy this for refreshing their curls. I just use water because I find that this has, done its job well enough. But if you feel like you want a little bit of something extra when you're refreshing, this is really, really nice. I did enjoy it. But one of the, I forgot that it was an empty because I've now filled it with water so that I have a little water spray at my dressing table. But this was just a heat spray heat protection spray from Boots. And it was so affordable. I grabbed this because I had forgotten to pack this one when I was away with work, and I absolutely loved it. It was so, so good. And actually, I wanted to repurchase it, and I couldn't find it in the shop, which made me a little bit sad. But luckily, Tony and Guy came to the rescue, and this is what I've been using ever since. And this is just their heat protection mist. It's great. It smells lovely. The only thing, and this is a really, really strange thing I'm finding, we have wooden floors, okay, in our bedroom. Anytime I've used this on my hair, the floor gets so slippery. I nearly went completely flying, like completely flying. And Tilly was on the bed and she was like, "Mommy, are you okay?" Bless her. Nearly gave her a heart attack. We gave both a heart attack. So I find that a slightly strange side effect of this. So something in this makes your floors really slippy. They clearly didn't test that. Okay, last hair care product. Best oil I've ever used, by far. This is kind of Tony and Guy's premium label, I suppose. And this is their Label M Rejuvenating Radiance Oil. This is expensive. I think this is about £40 for this bottle, but I bought this last January, end of December, January, and it only ran out a couple of days ago, and we're, mid-October. So this has lasted me nearly a year. I oil my hair every time I wash it to scrunch out the cast, and I put a little bit of oil in my hair every single night, and it's lasted that long. So I haven't repurchased it. I actually have a different one, which I got from TK Maxx, but I don't like that one as much. So I may just repurchase this. Like I say, it feels expensive in the moment, but actually for how long this lasts, actually pretty good. Two sort of body care products, and I've actually just realized there's a tiny bit left in this, so this shall be being used in my shower tomorrow. But this is my all-time favorite in shower product. This is the L'Occitane shower oil, almond shower oil, and this is basically what I ask for Christmas every single year, because it is the experience of using this is so luxurious, but it also works really, really well. I know not everyone loves the scent of this, so just go into a L'Occitane shop. They will be more than happy to kind of show you around things, because it is a very it's a non-synthetic smell, basically. So it smells like actual almonds rather than what somebody has pimped up almonds to smell like. But it is so beautiful. It's creamy. It's like, it's just smoothing. It's just divine. Absolutely adore this. Will be forever a love. It's an icon for a reason. And then another one, which is from the Body Shop, and this is their purifying hair and body wash. Now, I think this is kind of in their men's range, because I mean, the hair and body wash slightly gives it away, but this is actually so good. If you really like a sort of fresh, zingy kind of a shower gel, if sort of creamy, soothing vibes, if you need something a bit more, I want to wake up this morning, this is delicious. And also it just looks really nice, and I like the pump. Very, very handy. Okay, I feel like this is helping. This is definitely helping. So one other sort of body care item, and I think I've spoken about Wild before. I'm pretty sure I have. Now you will have seen this absolutely everywhere, because this is probably one of the most sponsored items I think I've ever experienced on the only other one is Skin and Me. This and Skin and Me, their marketing teams. My goodness. Anyway, but I've been curious about Wild deodorant for a while, and they had an offer on. I was just in Boots, and I saw that they had this really pretty case, which I love. I love anything Emma Bridgewater. I'm down. But they had, a deal on it. So I was like, you know what? Let's try it, because I'm not. I need to read up a little bit more on, deodorants and how bad and or not they are for us. I mean, I'm kind of in the camp of these things are so rigorously tested that, I mean, I'm not spraying an entire can of deodorant on my body every single day. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, whatever. But I can travel more easily with this, so I thought it was worth a go. And this is my second refill, which is why I'm talking about it. But if you are somebody that does sweat a lot, then you're not going to like this, because it doesn't really stop you from sweating. I am not a particularly sweaty person. This feels like a weird thing to be talking about, but I'm just not. So I have actually really, really enjoyed using this. But if you're somebody that just kind of wants something that just smells absolutely delicious, then these are really, really good. And like I say, I like having it out on my dressing table. It looks nice, and that is not a usual thing for deodorant. So, I wanted to talk about that, because I think the only time I ever see this is when it's being sponsored. So I thought it might be helpful to hear about it when it's not being, although, we could chat. We are all wearing our SPF every single day, aren't we? And this was the Hawaiian Tropic one. I did really, really enjoy this. This is actually my second one that I bought. The only problem I had with it was that it does make you, I mean, the dewiness is is real. The SPF glow is very real with this product. So I decided to not repurchase it, because I was like, well, normally on a day-to-day basis, I don't wear any kind of foundation or anything. But every time I use this, I was like, I felt like I had to powder quite a lot. And I was like, you're just adding steps to my routine. So I don't love you that much. The vitamin E range from Superdrug will forever be a favorite. If I am lucky enough to have daughters of my own one day, then this is the kind of range that I would start them on. Okay, it's so beginner friendly, and it's super, super affordable. You get a decent amount of product. It lasts you a long time. It smells sort of nice, but of nothing, too much. And it's just, if you're obviously, I mean, I don't have particularly sensitive skin, but I could imagine that if your skin doesn't love, the harsh retinols and all this kind of stuff, which we'll talk about in a second, then this would be gorgeous. Like, this range, I think, would be a really, really good one to try. Also, vitamin E is super, super soothing, so that's always a nice thing. But this is their Nourishing Night Cream, and this is one of my favorite products from them. And I shall be repurchasing that one. An AHA toner, I use this twice a day, every single day, and I genuinely think this is one of the big, big reasons why I'm very proud of my skin. I do try. I don't work particularly hard to look after it, but I know the products and the ingredients that work. We're not spending hours on this. We have stuff to do, but at the same time, get to know what works for your skin, and you'll be absolutely flying. But this was the Neutrogena one. I didn't enjoy this one as much as the ordinary one, which is the one I had before. So I would recommend that one more. But equally, I thought this was very, it worked. So nothing wrong with it. It's just that the user experience of it, I didn't love as much. Also, I don't love the packaging. Like, the whole sort of what, it's very, maybe they were going for a bit of a clinical vibe. But yeah, I don't love the packaging. Speaking of retinols, this is the Dr. Wellness Retinol Serum Capsules. And as it says on the tin, they were just these little capsules that you would sort of twist off, squeeze out the product, and then those capsules would basically dissolve. And I loved that packaging, because I am frequently away with work for 1 or 2 nights. I don't want to have to take all of my lotions and potions, and it's heavy. Whereas if I'm going away, I can literally just take one little capsule with me, perfect. So I am gonna keep an eye out for these. I have bought a different retinol just because I didn't have any of these in stock when I went. But if ever I am in TK Maxx again and I see these, I'm gonna stock up because I loved, like I say, the packaging of it just worked perfectly for me and my lifestyle. This is a slightly unsexy one, but I wasn't going to show you this. But then I was like, actually, no, this is something that I use every single day. And they're just hydrating eye drops. To be honest, and I think, and all the brands are the same on this particular front. But if you are also somebody with blue eyes, you'll find that if you get any redness or irritation in your eyes, because red and blue sort of, I think, are they opposites on the color wheel? I think they are, but they really make the other stand out. So I was wondering, any time that my eyes were a little bit bloodshot, if I was tired, or especially if you work in London or somewhere, you know, in a city, having hydrating eye drops on hand and just using them every morning, I have found it brighten my eyes so much, and I really, really enjoy that. So yes, worth trying. It doesn't work straight away. You feel the relief straight away, but I'd say I didn't notice an actual difference in the day-to-day kind of brightness of my eyes until I'd been using eye drops for a couple of weeks. So just bear that in mind. Right, are you still with me? We have 2 more products. So the second to last one is this little tester from Eve Lom, and this was their daily rejuvenating cream. Now, I got this as a little tester. I was obviously going to use it, but I actually wouldn't repurchase this. I love Eve Lom as a brand. I love what they're doing, and most of their products are beautiful. I don't understand the point of this. Because for me, I'm like, well, I'm going to put my SPF on in the morning. So why would I want a moisturizer and an SPF? Like, that's just, it's too much. It's too much heaviness on the skin. And then if you're going to put, you know, foundation or whatever on top of that again, I just, no, I think it's way too much for me. I know this is a sample, so hopefully their packaging on the real life, the full size version, is better, because can you see it's like flaking off? So every time I use this, it's happening now, I would hold it in my hand, I'd squeeze them out, I would, you know, put it on my face. I'm covered in little bits of gold glitter, effectively, and it wouldn't come off my face. Like, it was so hard to sort of get it off your skin. So just a bit of a packaging fail, I think, from Eve Lom on that one. And, you know, like, it looks lovely, the gold, but I'm just hoping that the full size is more hardy than this, because if I paid the amount the Eve Lom products are, because they are expensive, and this happened to the packaging, I would be quite annoyed. Finishing on a positive, my hero ingredient. Niacinamide is an ingredient similar to my AHA, which I will just never stop using, okay? It just makes your skin look amazing. I absolutely love it, because to me, this is just such a gentle but hardworking ingredient. It's meant to make your pores appear smaller. That's its main kind of selling point. And I would agree, it definitely does do that. The thing I notice the most with niacinamide is that if I do get any kind of blemish on my skin, I am not the best behaved and I do tend to get it. And then my skin marks really, really easily. I should know this about myself. I have a scar on my arm there. I'm not sure if you can see it. That was a burn that wasn't even that bad, but I did it several months ago and I still have the scar. My skin just likes to hold on to its woes. But if I'm using niacinamide, the marks clear up in half the time, easily half the time. So as soon as I find anything on my skin, I immediately put some niacinamide on it, and honestly, it just works. It's amazing. And that is everything. Well done, everybody. We have made, oh no, I lied. There is one very, very small reference. Tweed Cloud Mascara, best mascara ever. This is the dark brown one. I have, this is my 3rd one. I've ordered another one. That is actually the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have made it to the end, I would love it if you just checked if you are definitely subscribed. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers, and I know that's diddy, but in YouTube terms, it's quite a big milestone. And I would love if I could hit 1,000 subscribers by my birthday, which is in a couple of weeks' time. That would be the best birthday present ever. So if you do watch these videos regularly and you enjoy my content, just check. It doesn't cost you anything. There is no fee to subscribe, literally nothing. It's just the best way that you can support a channel that you enjoy. So yes, please do check that. Make my birthday. That would be absolutely amazing. Have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.